For tonight's Unified Bank Profile, we speak with Nailers defenseman Matt Foley. And Matt, getting a chance to play your first ever pro playoffs this season. What's the experience been like for you so far?
It's been incredible. I mean, I don't think you can ask for a better first career playoff round than ours versus Fort Wayne. 7 games, 3 overtimes, and then of course, the game 7 being won and with an overtime goal was an incredible feeling. New experience for a lot of our guys, so we got to share it, which made it that much more special.
The style of the series in Fort Wayne was extremely low scoring, where there were only 36 combined goals in the 7 games. What's it like for you as more of a defensive-minded defenseman? It seems like that would pretty much be right up your alley.
Yeah, no, you had like a very defined job, or at least I did. Like it was pure defending for me and just making simple plays up ice. So that's what I like to do. That's kind of how I've carved out a role for myself in pro hockey. So it wasn't entirely new for me to do, but to that extent, so often, every shift, battling net fronts and battling in our own end, it was challenging, but fun as well.
One of the big differences that occurred as that series went along, the games here in Wheeling seemed like they were just power play fest, where games 3 and 4 saw both 14 power plays for each team, whereas 6 and 7, a lot of 5-on-5, all but 6 minutes of game 7 was 5-on-5. What sort of challenges get presented for you guys when it does become more of a special teams type of game?
Yeah, it's just you have to be really mentally engaged at all times because a 5-on-5 shift is much different from a special team shift. So, a power play guy, his job's different. That 2 minutes is much different for him than 5-on-5 is. Same thing for penalty killers. And then for the guys who aren't on either special teams, like they have to stay dialed because when it gets back to 5-on-5, we need those guys to be ready too. So it breaks up the game a little bit. It slows it down and it does tax you a little bit mentally. Not as much in a rhythm, but we're all able of handling it as we did in round 1, so it's not something that scares us.
As somebody who went through last year with the Nailers and had to deal with Fort Wayne as many times as you did and some of the frustrations of going to that building, how satisfying was it to not only beat them 3 times at the Coliseum, but to do game 7 in overtime in their house?
Yeah, no, I mean, you nailed it. I'm sure it felt amazing for every single guy on our team. But I know for a fact that the second-year guys who played at that rink so much last year and have had so many battles with Fort Wayne, have been on the wrong side so many times, it felt incredible to come out of that series on top, and especially to get some road wins.
What's it been like the last couple of days where it seems like you guys have just been going nonstop? You had to play game 6 and 7 Monday and Tuesday. You traveled all night. Wednesday, catch your breath, maybe throw a load of laundry in, and then Thursday you're right back out there to play Toledo Friday, Saturday. To be able to get Sunday and Monday to kind of take a step back, how do you utilize those 2 days?
Yeah, and just to get back into your home city. So we're back in our apartments, we're back in our kitchens. Like that stuff goes a long way. You're sleeping in your own bed. We don't take that for granted. It's really nice to be here and have a home stretch for the week, get into a routine and just feel better, day to day. Sleep better, eat better, all that stuff.
I've heard a lot of guys say that they learned quite a bit from playing Fort Wayne in that first round series because they had gone through all of it last year and just kind of watching how they approached it and essentially play like a playoff team. What do you take from them, especially because they came into the scenario that you're facing tonight down 0-2 in game 3?
Yeah, I mean, that's a team where, as much as we go back and forth, we have a tremendous amount of respect for them. They're winners. They know how to do it. So to battle with them over 2 weeks in a 7-game series, you absolutely pick up things. And their intensity, their commitment to their style of play is something we could absolutely borrow from them and help us not only in this round, but in the entirety of playoffs.
What do you think is going to be the biggest transition as you make the move from Huntington Center for games 1 and 2 here to West Banco Arena, your home building, for game number 3?
Yeah, I think we're more comfortable here than they are, and that's an advantage. That needs to register with us. We have to take pride in getting results at home because it's a challenging place to play, and we need to make that the same case for them here.
What's going to be the biggest key for you guys to be able to have success, to get your first game back in the series and start to really chip away at what they're trying to do?
I think we've had really good starts both games this series, and the biggest thing for us is just sticking with it. They're an opportunistic team. They've got talent, so they may get 1 or 2 against the run of play. And for us, it's just mentally staying with it, trusting the process, and being consistent for 60 minutes. We play hard, we play well, we'll be fine.
Very good, Foles. I always appreciate you spending a few minutes to speak with me. Best of luck out there. Let's get on the board in this series.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Deej.
Matt Foley of the Wheeling Nailers, our Unified Bank Nailer Profile tonight. More of intermission coverage comes your way next. This is Game 3 of the Central Division Final, Kelly Cup playoff action on the Nailers Broadcast Network, presented by Main Street Bank.